made last year in regards to honoring our culture through like the art and like coffee, but also keeping true to our traditions. I'm first generation Ecuadorian American, so my main point was trying to make the culture alive and kind of support, since we have a big Ecuadorian community here in the city. A lot of it is sharing culture through coffee. So when I made the coffee shop, I for sure wanted to support not just Ecuadorian culture, but also product that comes from Ecuador. So all our coffee is from Ecuador. We only use Ecuadorian coffee from different provinces like Loja and Pichincha. Our signature drinks, we use a lot of Ecuadorian inspiration. So a lot of things that inspired me my parents haven't been to Ecuador. Well, they just became permanent residents, but they haven't been to Ecuador for like 35 years. And I know a lot of people relate with having parents that don't have that opportunity to go back and miss home, and can't really get a piece of home directly to where they're at now. A lot of the signature drinks were inspired by like things that my parents miss back home, like cocadas is like a dessert from Ecuador made out of coconut and condensed milk and panela. So I incorporated that flavor into coffee. Or where I'm from in Cuenca, the bread shops, like walking through the street and you smell all these bread shops at like 7 a.m. in the morning. I made the drink Raices, which has like cinnamon, panela, which is a raw cane sugar, and star anise. Or candies like leche miel, which is just milk and honey, incorporate that into coffee. So it's just like those little bits of Ecuador that people can have through coffee, which also coffee is a big traditional staple. For sure, Cholita in Andean culture, is very known in like Bolivia, but it's also in Ecuador and Peru. That Cholita used to be a derogatory term for like the indigenous woman. Las Cholitas have suddenly become like a strong symbol in the culture. You have women who have became people that were part of the government trying to help a whole nation out. They have become professors, they have become doctors, they have become these huge professionals, like a symbol of strength. So I decided to name the shop Cholita for that reason, to honor like not just the indigenous women of the Andes, but also all women who are a huge part of society. In terms of like the logo, the graph scene in New York City, especially growing up in Queens and near like 5 Points, for example, taking the 7 train down through LIC and going through 5 Points. Graph scene has been like a really big part of New York and life personally, so decided to make the logo graph inspired. So before opening up the coffee shop, I was in the military. It was a very stressful environment, so what I wanted to do was not something bigger, but something for my own, but also try to get back to like a community that like really raised me, inspired me just to like keep going with like life and career, and kind of like support family too. So it's just like a sense of calmness, a sense of community that I wanted to get like outside of the military. Wanting to make a communal space for like my people that share the same background and experiences. Cholitas over here at Ridgewood, Queens, 866 Onderdonk. We're open every single day, 8 to 4. I've thought about that. I've thought about expanding Cholita to Ecuador itself. That might be one of my goals eventually, but for sure I've been wanting to, since we have a large community here in Queens too, and that share similar experience like my parents. I think having a piece of Ecuador here would be amazing. So well, yeah, you never know.
Go down Whitehall, and then turn up decaf. There's a lot of graffiti on the wall that all the black would actually stand out.
Thank you for the suggestion.
Yeah. No, this is amazing. Again, like I said, thank you very much. Like I appreciate the support. pull up support.